Hey, good morning folks, and back on the RD and having a look at the running problem. I think, thank you so much for all of the comments, but what a wide range of comments. Everything from jetting to crap in the petrol tank, maybe blocked filter, somebody suggested a starter. And you know, I was wondering about an electrical problem and something when it gets hot. So maybe, you know, I'm just gonna have to work through them, aren't I? And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go for that low-hanging fruit, as they say, and I think the first thing I'm going to do is drain the tank off, pull the fuel tap out. I had a problem with the GPZ 550D1 quite some time back, and it was a similar sort of problem really. Felt like it was running out of fuel when it was running, and it was just a lack of fuel getting through the gauze on the filter off the back of the fuel tap. When I pulled the tap out, it was full of crap. It really was gunged up. Cleaned that out and sorted it. So I mean, that would be really nice if it was that on the RD, but we're going to rule that out first. I've also got some new inline filters, so it's probably a good thing I'll swap them as well, but we'll be able to check the condition of the tank when I've got it off. Typically, recently, well, within 36 miles it was full, so there's quite a lot of fuel to get out. So yeah, let's drop the fuel, get the tank off, get the tap out, and have a look at that first. Damn it, that's lovely and clean. Okay, well that was a shame. It would it would have been a very short video, and it would have been just too easy, wouldn't it? So another good friend of mine, Jason, thanks mate, did say it could be a pressure build-up in the fuel tank because the cap itself isn't venting. So going to blow that out with the compressor just to see. I can't actually see where the vent hole is, but yeah. And then what we'll do is when I've done some other things, we'll go for a test ride, and if it does the same again, I should have done this, and I realised as soon as I got back I should have done this, is to take the cap off and see if there is a vacuum in there, and if the bike then runs fine after that. So let's just blow that out with the compressor. Well, we won't know if that works until we go and test ride it, but blown it out with the compressor, also sprayed it with a bit of carb cleaner to see if there's any crap in there that can be shifted out. Somebody else suggested check the plugs to see what colour they are. That'll give you an idea if it's running too lean or too rich, which might be an indication of incorrect jetting. So let's whip the plugs out. Okay, so this one was out of the right cylinder. I don't think that one looks too bad actually. Light brown on the top, maybe a little bit of carbon fouling. What do you think? And this one's out of the left cylinder, and this one looks like it is running a bit rich, doesn't it? Hasn't got that light brown on top of the electrode. Just check the gaps as well while we've got them out. Yep, bang on. Okay, just noticed something. Just check the air filter just to make sure that's okay and it's fine. And I've just noticed something off the top of the coils that looks like it's been getting hot. So I'm just going to whip this off and we'll have a bit of a look under there. Because that could be it, couldn't it? You know, coil breaking down. I think my brother suggested that. Thanks, Michael. Yeah, let's just have a look. Look at that. What's going on here? Okay, so I don't know how well you can see that, but that does not look right to me. That looks like it's been maybe melting. And what do you think this is? Do you think that's a repair of some description there? I don't know. I mean, it's an original coil. I'm not too sure what that big blob is. Anyway, it's going to be replaced. I've ordered a new one on 24-hour with DPD, so that should be here tomorrow. So, no more until the new coil pack comes. Okay then, so not the fuel filters. Don't know about the vented cap. Not sure about the fuel air mixture. One of those plugs looked a bit black, or certainly a bit dark, but it shouldn't have caused the problem that we were experiencing. Not like that, because it was definitely like I was running out of fuel. Anyway, so air filter looks all right. There's no crap in the tank. I've been in the tank with a torch. It's been lined. It probably needs doing again, but it has been lined out. And certainly there was no crap that came out in the fuel as well. So money's on the coil at the moment. That'll be here in the morning on DPD overnight, like I've just said. So nothing more today. I'll see you when the parts arrive. Okay, bye. Hey, so parts have just arrived. But before I fit the new coil, I just thought I'd check the stator and check the coil with the multimeter. I mean, you can just keep on replacing stuff, can't you? So, referring to my Haynes manual, I've already unplugged the wires. Pulsar coil should be 87 ohms plus or minus 10, 91, so that's within tolerance. And exit coils, red to brown should be 5.1, 5.7, it's alright. And second one, brown to black, should be 271, 230. Flip. So because I noticed another comment last night going on about the sounds like a stator issue. It looks like you could well be right. Just give them a clean up while we've got them off. Right then, so let's unpack the new coil, test the old one, and also test the new one, and we'll see how they compare. New air filter, just in. Two more fuel filters because I could only find one yesterday. One. What does it say? It should be 0.33 plus or minus 20. Bit erratic, isn't it? .8 on the new coil, and that's very stable, isn't it? 0.8, it's staying at 0.8, 0.7, 0.8. Okay, I think you're supposed to test these with the caps on, aren't you? 3.5 it should be. 3.8. So there you go. So the new one, 3.6. It says 3.5 plus or minus 30%. So that's bang on. Test ride time again. Right then, that was a thoroughly enjoyable test ride. I just bloody love this bike. It brings out the hooligan in me. It really does. I mean, how can you not ride it like a maniac? Anyway, have we fixed it? No, we haven't. It's definitely better than it was. So I do think probably that coil was something to do with it. However, it's still not right. That low reading of the resistance test on the stator of 230, where it should have been 271 plus or minus 10, I reckon that's got to be something to do with it. As a number of you have already said, it seems a little hesitant low down in the revs, and then it's sweet as a nut when you get it up to 6,500, 7,000 RPM and the power band kicks in. But let's just cut to the chase. If you thrash the knackers off it, it seems to, whether that's creating excessive heat or whether that's putting undue load on the stator, I don't know. I don't know how that works. But it then seems to develop this this misfire. I focus a bit of the video on just that. It only really happened twice. First time after about 10 miles, and because it seemed to clear, I thought, well, I'll go further, which I did. But I think it was, I think it cleared and seemed okay because I wasn't hammering it. I was taking it quite easy because I was bunched up in that traffic. But then on the way back, I started to give it the beans again. And after 5 minutes of really giving it the beans, you could feel it breaking down again, and that stuttering and that hesitancy all came back. So I parked up, just pulled into a lay-by. I checked the vacuum in the tank. I don't think that's an issue. And gave it a couple of minutes and then started off again. And again, it was fine. Until you started to put the put pressure on the engine. So it's going to be the stator next, and I think what I might do is I might buy a second-hand one, send it away to have it rewound, and then fit it at a later date, because at the moment the bike is running and I don't want to take it off the road. I like having the option of just jumping on it and going for a quick spin, and I trust that the bike will get me home, and I can sort of manage that issue if I had to. But yeah, so rather than pull it off the road again, I think that's what I probably will do. There's a couple of other things I want to do as well. I think the clutch needs a little bit more adjustment. When the lever's pulled right in, you can still feel it pulling a little bit, so I think the clutch just needs a little bit more adjustment. And one thing I've just noticed is the side stand is catching on my lovely Delkovic exhaust, so I've just got to slacken it off at the header and just try and reposition the exhaust a little bit to get that away. Other than that though, it's a partial result. So thanks for the comments, thanks very much for that, because that's definitely helped me look in the right direction. We'll get the part ordered and go from there. Alright, I'll catch up with you next time. Thanks very much. Bye.